Okay, firstly, everybody welcome to the first POTS-Q coaching class. The objective of today is to hopefully improve all of your skills, because Chinese 8-ball is a very difficult game to play, and I believe that your technique is one of the most important things on the Chinese 8-ball table. So it's important that to start with, you have to get the first things right. So the fundamentals like the stance, the cue action, and the bridge and the grip are the most important things to learn to start with, because if you don't do the right things to begin with, then you're never going to improve. Yeah, and because, you know, Chinese 8-ball, the pockets are so tight, and being able to maneuver the cue ball around the table is the most important thing. But the main thing to start with is to make sure that everybody is standing in the correct place and they have the correct cue action. And then when we feel comfortable that everybody is comfortable with the way they're standing, and when everybody is comfortable with the way that they are holding the cue and with their cue action, then we will move through the different areas and gradually go through the different things. But the most important thing is that we get everybody that their technique is right first, because if your technique is not right first, then you won't be able to improve. Okay, so first we're going to work through the stance, the way that is the textbook way that everybody should stand. The first way that we should stand is, because I'm left-handed, I have my left leg that is locked straight. And the first thing that we do is we do what we walk into the shot. So it's called walking into the shot. Okay, so my left leg will be locked. If a player is right-handed, then it will be the opposite way. This leg will be locked, so it's this way. This leg's locked and this one is bent. But if I'm left-handed, so I play with my left leg locked and this one bent, okay? And what's the most important thing is when you're down on the shot, to give yourself the stability. So therefore, you're still on the cue, because when you're here, you see, so I walk in, and the left leg is locked here. And the most important thing is that there's no movement on the cue. And this is what gives the stability. So you have one leg that is locked. When I mean locked back, so it means that your knee is pushed all the way back, so it's locked. Yeah? And then my right leg, my knee is bent. Okay, so if you can see here, this leg will be locked here. So if I was playing the shot to here, so this leg is locked. So you see this leg is locked back, and this leg is bent. Yeah. And the right foot is just slightly in front of the left foot. So you see, it's not completely square. So if you can see here, there's a straight line. It's not completely straight. You have it so it's just more at this angle. And for the players that are right-handed, it's just the opposite. Okay, so for the players that are right-handed, then it's just the opposite. Yeah, with this leg locked. Now, all of the players in the room right-handed? Is anybody left-handed? Everybody right-handed? Yeah. So you see, everybody will stand like this, with this leg locked and this leg here. Yeah. So it's just the opposite, but for me, because I'm left-handed, it's just the opposite way. So I'm here, there. Yeah? Okay, so firstly, I'm going to get two of the people up at a time. And the reason why I want to get two people at a time is because it's important that I want to get the people feeling comfortable in front of everybody else. Because, you know, it's okay if you just practice on your own, but what's important is that you feel comfortable playing in front of other people and in front of a crowd, because this is what's going to make you better at Chinese 8-ball. And then when I get each players up individually, I can then explain what they're doing wrong, why they are maybe standing wrong, and then everybody else can understand what I've changed with other people, not just in themselves. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to get the first two players up and just to have a look at their stance, okay? So can we maybe get the first two? Yeah? Yeah, with their cues that they use, yeah. Okay, so the first one, can I just see, can I ask him just to me see how he plays a shot? Yeah, you see, now this guy, his technique is, this is like the perfect stance here. The way he is standing is perfect. Yeah, the way let me see it again. You see, so he has the right leg that is locked back, and then the left leg that is slightly bent. So his stance and his technique is like the perfect way that he should stand. Yeah, he is already in the perfect position. So what's important about this is everything else that we learn from here is he will be able to learn and get better much quickly, because if you're standing in the wrong place, then it's no good learning the other things. So with him, I feel though there's nothing I need to change with the stance. Yeah, the stance, yeah. Okay, so now with this guy, the stance is okay, but you see, right, he is playing the shot this way, but his stance is like this way. Did you notice? If you do it again, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this leg just should be straightened in a little bit. Okay, like that. And the cue ball, when you walk into the shot, so it's my left leg, is with your eye line you put on just on the outside of the cue ball with the leg that is locked. So his right leg just on the outside of the cue ball. Do you see? Like the line is like here. Yeah? That is the guide for when you walk in, to know that this leg is in the correct place. Yeah, you see? Now that's much better. That is the perfect stance. You see, the leg is locked and the right leg is bent. And if you see, and because his stance is solid, it means that there's no movement on the cue. You see, when I push him, he doesn't move. And the reason this is so important is because when you're playing a match or a shot and you're under pressure, if you miss a ball, sometimes it's because you move. Like, for example, if both legs are bent like this, if both legs are like this, it's easier to move side to side. Yeah. So it's important that you have the one leg locked here, which means that the body, nothing moves. Okay? It's good. Okay? Yeah. He also has, but see, he has also a good technique, but what I would say is needs to be just a little wider. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just, that's it. And with him, if you get back down again. Yeah, okay. The one thing I noticed with him is his stance is okay, but the cue, the line of the cue is like this, almost this way. It needs to be a little bit, so the back of the cue needs to come up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, okay? Because it was almost like up, like this angle. Yeah? The cue needs to be here. Not like this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there. So, yeah. You go back down. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. See there? Can you ask him to just stay, when he gets down, just stay there. Okay? So the body, it just needs to come up a little bit. Like there. There. And with the left leg, just to come a little bit wider. Yeah, okay. So that is, because before, the angle that the cue was coming in was like upwards a little bit. It needs, and what that means is when it's up like that, it's like it has to go like this. Where when he's here, he can keep it straight. Let me try to move it in a little closer to here. Let me try there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's good? Okay. After this coaching school finish, it's important to remember everything you've learned, but it won't just automatically come natural to you. You have to practice until it becomes natural.